$350 even if it could have been 25 minutes in, all out, $350, $350 even if it could have been so.
It's 9 a.m. The worldwide auctioneers are already filling with customers, each person hoping today will be the day for a good deal. The WWA staffs have been here for hours preparing. This auction sees hundreds of people coming to the site. It's a place where everything is on sale, from car accessories to heavy cranes and machinery.
The auction is open to everybody, even women and children come here. But anybody that wants to bid just brings their ID, they bring a deposit. We normally need a deposit by wire transfer if they're outside of the UAE, or a UAE company check, and their ID. They give us that, they get a bid book, and they can bid, and they can buy.
Here on the shop floor, the day begins with a glance through the rules and checks to make sure things are in order. Buyers and sellers meet and chat about the products and what they want. Registration is so easy here. Customers are issued with a bidding catalog and a personal bidding number. They also get the most important bit, a list of the things on offer. Anyone with a catalog can bid on anything in the auction, and whatever they win, they have to pay for. Keith Lupton has been with the Worldwide Auctioneers since the early days. Now he's Vice President of Regional Sales.
And then the first sale in March 2001. Big success. One slight error, the microphone faded, the generator, and the auctioneer Kelly jumped up on a big low loader and was shouting, but we got it. We were in a tent. There was a lot of stuff from Singapore. We had a very active salesman who's still now gone on his own. And he brought a lot of machines, good quality machines, and it was a great success. We've always, on selling vehicles, always guaranteed the chassis, so that if you buy the car, you can go to the Dubai Murur and register it, and it's GCC. Otherwise, if it's been in a crash, we declare spare parts only.
For Keith, the auction is a way of life. He's sold it all, and he's got the stories to go with it.
We have, for example, a manufacturer here in the Free Zone. He sometimes gets caravans back from his rental fleet, and his yard is quite small. So I said, Keith, I'll sell them to the auction. We've got a lot of long-term guys. There's one major oil company who sometimes give us quite quite junky things. And then next sale, oh my gosh, real gold-plated stuff.
Gentlemen, hey, what are you going to do here? Well, 1,000.
While Keith recounts stories of times gone by, the action is already underway. The sales start small, and one by one, the bids start coming in. It's a lively place, and everyone is vying for a bargain. But it's the voice behind the auction that's making it all happen.
Now 13, 14, 14,000, 14. I sold 148. An auctioneer will look at a piece of equipment, and he'll value it in his mind, and from there on he'll probably set a target price and shout that out once or twice, and then just kind of drop to the bottom and just let everybody take over. The exciting part about the auction business and the exciting part about being an auctioneer is that you start everything low, you create a lot of excitement, you get a lot of hands in the air. For instance, I know I've talked to people that have come to the auction and they're looking at a piece of equipment and they come up and ask me, what do you think that piece will bring today? My estimate would be $50,000. And when it's all over and said and done, we might get 55 or 57,000, and the same guy that was going to buy it for 50 was the winning bidder just because you talked him into it. You know, with the tone of your voice, the excitement in the crowd. Maybe there was somebody else bidding on it that he never dreamt was going to bid on it, and he figured, well, I'm not going to let that guy buy it. And so he walked away paying maybe $7,000 more because of all the excitement that was created, you know? And it doesn't work that way for every item, but that's the general practice of the whole auction business. Every day is a different day. Every auction is a different auction. You just feel the crowd out. You feel out how aggressive they are, how non-aggressive they are. And when you finally get to, let's say you'd like $5,000 for a particular item, and you get up to, you started out at 1,000, 1,015, 2,000, 2,500, 2,25, but it been 525, thank you, now 3, and you can't get 3,000. So you break down into increments and you might ask for 2,700, 2,700. Oh, you might get 27, you won't get 29, but you still in your mind you want 3,000 because you always have a goal. And you just know by the feel of the crowd that you're not going to get it, so that's bing, you sell it, you know?
Here at WWA, they sell various brands of equipment. Brands like Cat, Komatsu, Volvo, Hyundai, Mercedes, and many more. WWA is the region's leading auctioneer. The company has sold over 96,000 items of construction equipment since 2001. Although auctions are held internationally, the main location is right here in the famous Jebel Ali Free Zone, one of the biggest and busiest ports in the world. These professionally managed auctions allow buyers and sellers to acquire and dispose of equipment when they want, at fair prices, and everything is unreserved, so that means no buybacks are allowed. Around $1.5 billion worth of equipment has been auctioned by WWA in the last 14 years. It's a company with substantial infrastructure and major partners, but it still manages to operate with the efficiency of a small company. And they do this by using a state-of-the-art internet site. You can do everything online from live bidding to selling, and add this to the experienced on-site professionals, and it's a true tradition meets modern approach to business.
من كم سنة تشارك في المزاد ال WWA؟
يعني من أكثر من 10 سنين أول ما فتحوا تقريبا.
شو أي نوع من المعدات تشتري ولا تبيع؟
هي المعدات الثقيلة بشكل عام، جرافات، حفارات، بوكات، كل شيء معدات زراعية وصناعية.
صحيح. وشو تفكر عن المزاد ال WWA؟
يعني فرصة حلوة إنه ممكن تشوف مجموعة من المعدات. إذا بدك تفتش عليها بمحلات تانية ممكن تاخد وقت معك، هيك بنهار واحد ممكن تشوف نوعية وكمية معينة بنهار واحد وتاخد البضاعة اللي أنت تحتاجها.
والله هو المزاد الدبليو يعني هو عبارة عن مزاد فيه بننزل شكل دائم معدات جليترات، بننزل فيه معدات مثل حفارات شوالات. يعني هو عبارة عن مزاد يعني يعطيك مثل ما يقول يعني نوع من الحماس في المبايعات، يعطيك قوة في البيع، يعطيك قوة في حماس التجاري، عرفت كيف؟ فأغلبية التجار اللي تتوجه في المزاد هي عبارة عن تنافس حتى تحقق أسعار جيدة، والحمد لله يحقق دائما أسعار كويسة، أسعار جيدة، يعني مزاد من المزادات المعروفة عالميا، تحقق أسعار دائما بمنافسة شريفة الحمد لله.
أي نوع من المعدات تشتري ولا تبيع؟
جميع الانواع، حفارات، فوركليفتات، اغلاط صغيره وكبيره حسب استطاعه السوق.
All equipment is guaranteed to be sold. Everything here is sold. There's always a room full of bidders, and so it's going to get sold. As far as a price guarantee, there are certain situations where we will guarantee a certain minimum price to a seller if he's nervous or if he doesn't understand. Prices go up, prices go down on certain categories of equipment, but it's always liquid, so if you know what I mean, there's always buyers, and there's always sellers and there's always buyers, but prices can trend up or down. We're very flexible with the people. If somebody is, how do you say, having some financial difficulties or having arguments with their accountant, we will tell them, we'll pick up the machines, we'll do everything, we'll sell them for you, and then we'll deduct our charges afterwards, which is very attractive to people. It's a turnkey package.
Manish works in the shipping business. He's already very impressed.
We buy for our clients. Basically, we are into shipping, so we look for heavy machineries which are coming in for Middle East clients. If you compare with the other regions like Japan, Indonesia, and South Africa, they are as good as comparable to any other location that way.
In the shipping industry, it's all about heavy machinery. So Manish comes to WWA to make sure he has everything he needs.
They are the best in the region, I would say. The collection of machine, the variety of year of manufacturing, the technical specifications are all up to the dot. So basically, under one umbrella, you have got probably to shop for your entire need in the industry. You know, in the construction, in the warehousing, handling industry. You know, so I would say that it's one of the best collections in Middle East.
Piruz Imadi is head of sales. He's the guy who's keeping valued customers happy, and his job is started a long time before the auction begins.
بشكل عام المزادات العالمية تكون كثير شيقة وتنافس اللي فيها ما بين المشترين يكون تغيير كبير في السوق من ناحية الأسعار، من ناحية جودة المعدات، وأيضا نحن كشركة مزادات نهيئ لهم هذا الجو من ناحية تقديم، يعني نحطهم في وضعية انهم مريحة سواء للبيع ولا للشراء، وهم يكونون منافسين لبعض يعني طبعا، وعلى حسب وطبعا الاسعار تتحكم بالنسبة للسوق على حسب السوق.
And he's multi-skilled too. When he isn't managing things behind the scene, he is taking center stage in getting involved.
أنا حاليا مسؤول مدير عام مبيعات، وعندي تقريبا حوالي 8 موظفين، وأقدر أقول من أحسن موظفين المبيعات يعني عندي، من ناحية يعني أدائهم في العمل، ومن ناحية إقناعهم للزباين أنهم ينزلون في المزاد ويشترون من المزاد. طبعا نحن ندرب الناس أو الموظفين اللي عندنا لمدة بداية أول 6 شهور، إن نعرفهم على أنواع المعدات اللي موجودة في المزاد، سواء كانت معدات مولدة الكهرباء ولا معدات حفريات ولا كانت معدات نقليات، عرفت علي؟ فهذا الشيء نحن ندرب موظفينا ان لما يروحوا ولما يزوروا الزباين يكونوا جاهزين اولا نفسيا ومثقفين من ناحيه الاسعار ومن ناحيه انواع المعدات الموجوده وطريقه فحص المعدات، وطبعا كل هذا يكسب ثقه.
Just like you're watching it right now, the equipment goes into our computer system, it gets advertised, it gets prepared, whatever, it gets fueled up, washed, cleaned, goes over the ramp, the auctioneer calls out the prices and the bidders bid on it, and then they come and pay. That's it. Simple. Everybody can inspect the machines. There's plenty of time. In fact, we're always open for inspection. People can come and they can bring their mechanics, they can test them. And of course, if the machine's a bit late arrival, a smart buyer will have somebody to check it before he bids on it. But we don't, well, the way we present the machine, when we get a list and we get the photos and they come into the yard, we put them on the website. We have as much detail as possible, the hours, a lot of photographs. We would never advertise our opinion of the condition of the machine. Nobody does. It's the buyer's opinion. We might say it's good, they might say it's bad, they might say it's good, we might say it's bad, so they need to run the machine.
All the importers and consigners who are bringing their items in, they work with us, and we help them bring in cargoes from overseas. So if they have to import something from, let's say, Europe or Far East or somewhere, we can help them bring the imports in and then do the custom clearances, arrange for the delivery to the site, and that's where the auction is happening. Anything what we call in our trade ODC, over-dimensional cargo, or high and heavy, break bulk, Ro-Ro, anything that is there, any size, small or big, we can take care. So you want to charter a full ship, we help them doing that. There have been occasions when we bring in full ships loaded only with auction cargoes. And then we can also have the same way done for the aircraft. So no limits, absolutely the client decide how they want to use this. This is a very useful concept. If you see, like many times you would come across items that you basically have in your stores or in your yard and you're not using them. So this is one of the finest ways of putting them back into the services. So you bring it into the site and you have some buyers who can then take it over from you and make use of it. So you extend the life of the equipment by using it. At the same time, the money moves around. So good for everybody, you know.
The day draws to a close, and it's been another successful auction. For Keith, Eric, Piruz, and all the team at WWA, it's on to the next sale. There's been tense bargaining, exciting deals, and many very happy customers. And who knows? The next time it could be you. If you want to get in touch with WWA, you can visit their website at ironauctions.com or call them at 00971 4880 7799. And better still, come visit the auction at the world-famous Jebel Ali port. WWA, Worldwide Auctioneers.